sun is shining and the birds are chirping. And I don't know about you, but I'm very, very grateful that we made it through the winter time. Friends, winters come and winters go. This is the seasons of life. And I think it's very relevant that I started this video off with one major question that people always seem to ask me. And they always ask me, Steve, how do I deal with depression? How do I get out of a depressed state? Friends, whatever age you're at right now, at this current moment in your life, you could be young, you could be old. Depression is one of these things that robs you from who you truly are, from where you're supposed to be. You know, when we stop embracing on the love that God has for us, and that He wants us to experience it too, among His, you know, the friends, the family, the people that come and go out of your life, the people that have even done you wrong. A bad relationship could get you in a depressed state. You know, working 30 years on a job and, you know, realizing you have no fulfillment from it, but now you're too old, well, you think you're too old to quit. The system has you trapped. You've got bills, you've got a mortgage, you've got a car note. You can't quit now. That can put you in a depressed state. So how do we do it? How do we deal with shifting it? Shifting your mind to think that there's more. You know, embracing these God-given talents and gifts that you have. They're gifts. They've been deposited in you ever since you were born. Even before you came to this planet, there was an assignment on your life. There was something that you were supposed to do. You know, the day came with me when I was really depressed and I didn't know exactly what I truly am here for. And I'm still in the process of really identifying that. I'm not gonna lie to you guys and say, I know my purpose. I know what I'm here for. I'm always in the state of learning. I'm always in the state of development. You never know the lessons every single day that come to you. Why I do messages like this? Maybe it's this message that shifts you. And it doesn't have to be a big, huge, drastic shift to stop you from being in a depressed state. You can do something completely minor, just something so small. For example, let's talk about the man or the woman who's on the job. They've worked there for a long time. And they feel trapped. They know that they were meant for something great. They know that they were meant for something more. They've got an opportunity where they've got a good job. But it's a job. It's something that somebody paid you to do. They cut you a check and they give it to you. But you weren't created to do that. Maybe you're an artist. Maybe you're a photographer. Maybe you're a musician where you have a beautiful voice and the world needs to hear it. But yet you've been on the job, but now you feel in your mind that you can't get out of it. A very powerful speaker named Jim Rohn, he said, if you work on your job from 9 to 5. After 5 o'clock, work on your fortune. And that simply means working on your gift. Working on more. If that means taking the classes. If that means instead of going home, eating dinner, and watching whatever they have on TV now, I don't watch TV. I'd rather read books. I'd rather do something different. I'd rather take courses. I'd rather advance in some area of my life because I don't want to ever be depressed again. I know what it's like to be depressed. I know what it's like to want to give up. You know, the time when I was literally walk onto the bridge and a little voice in the back of my head says, jump. I know what it's like to, get suicidal thoughts. I know what it's like to have anxiety. I know what it's like to feel pain. I know what it's like to have the car repossessed. I know what it's like to have nowhere to go. I know what it's like to feel alone. Friends, I'm with you on this one. I know. Maybe everything's going good in your life. Maybe everything's going good. Maybe you got figured out. Maybe in your mind you're not depressed. And if this message is not for you, then, chances are it's not for you. But you and I both know, deep down inside, if you are not in alignment with your purpose and who you are truly created to be, what God created you to be, then you cannot sit here and tell me that you're fulfilled. Because I know that there's an empty void and it's not being filled up. You only get filled up when you're truly living out what you were intended to be, what you were created to be, when you are maximizing your potential. I don't know what it is, what you were created to do. But depression is not real. Depression is a mindset. And when you shift that mindset and you start walking into where you were truly created, maybe it's doing something fun. Maybe it's going out for a drive before you have to go to the office and get some alone time. Get some time to think. Get some time to recalibrate the scales inside your mind so you can get prepared for the day. Maybe it's your morning devotions, doing something different. I mean, yes, you've heard this before, but doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again and trying to get a different result is retarded. And you're better than that. And you're bigger than that. And maybe it's just a thing about commitment. For a long time, I was scared of commitment. And I pushed away good people out of my life because I was afraid of commitment. Now, could that be where I was at that particular time in my life? Yeah, of course. And this is the journey. And when you're on this journey, you're going to learn a couple things about yourself and you're going to do some things that you're not necessarily happy about doing, but you're going to be doing a lot of good things too. And it's all a part of the journey. You can't have one without the other. And it's really embracing the love and seeing the love in all areas of your life, good or bad. If this person does something to you that really irritates you, learn to love that person. Even if they are acting out of line. Learn to love, learn to forget, learn to let it go. If you're doing good, embrace it. Feel it. If you can be a blessing to other people and help other people along your journey, along your path, maybe it's a word of encouragement, maybe it's a financial blessing. I don't know what it is. But the thing is, you do. You do. See, God brought you right here in front of me right now for me to share this word with you. That you are fully capable of doing anything you set your mind to. That feeling that you have of being stuck, that feeling that you have of being empty, it's going to come to pass. And when you just make a minor shift, just a minor shift in your mindset, in your philosophy, the way you see things. You see, when you change the things you look at, the things you look at change. Is it a possibility that if you can look at something different, that you can live a different life? That you can step into your destiny, that you can start dreaming again? that you can embrace that love, that you can spend time with your family, that you can travel the world, that you can buy all those homes, that you can live in those, whatever it is. Success is different from every other person, but whatever it is, do what you were created to do, because the real success is finding out what you were created to do and fulfilling it before you die here. Because one day, we are all going to leave this place and we're going to sit in front of God. We are going to sit in front of Him. And the creator of the whole universe, the creator of you, is going to ask the simple question, what did you do with the gifts that I gave you? And we are going to have to be in account to Him. Whether you believe it or not. You can take this message as a joke. Or you could take it seriously and change the rest of your life. And I mean, let's say, for example, I wasn't telling the truth. Let's say, for example, I don't know the truth, because I can only go on what God has really revealed to me and what I believe in my heart to be the truth. And all I can do is just direct you, kind of like, you know how the highway has signs and it tells you where to go. That's all I can do. But it's on you to really take the path and find out for yourself, because it's your destiny, it's your future. And friends, I believe that what I'm saying is very relevant to where you're at in your life. And you know what I'm talking about. You know that when you look in the mirror, that you know that you're special, that you're great, that you were born to be a leader, that you were born for something. And it doesn't matter about what your current circumstances are right now. That doesn't define you. That's only a stage in your life. Just like how now it's sunny outside and we're going to be getting into summertime. It's just like the seasons of life. We all go through winters. There is no way, no person that is walking this planet right now that doesn't go through winter times in their life. I don't care how successful you are. We all go through it. What we need to do is shift our minds to stop thinking about it in a depressed state. Because you can live your life to the fullest and you can embrace happiness. And friends, that's why I made this message, to answer the question that you can. Sink that in. You can. And you will. You can and you will. I hope you got value from this. I really truly hope, and I pray, that you make that shift. That you don't have to live the lie anymore. That you're not depressed, that you're not lonely. That there's so much more for your life. And if you embrace that, man, friends, you're going to go places. And God be all the glory. God's getting all the glory because He created you with an intent and you've got an assignment. And I'm going to continue to keep on sharing that every single message I make, because it's a very, very important, valid statement. You've got a bright future. You're going places. You're going places. I just wanted to share my heart. I want to pour it out. And I hope you have a very, very blessed day.